Good morning, good morning. I'm Joanita and welcome to Stitchy Things. It's Thursday the 27th of January and it's a gloomy, grey and gloomy day. So that's why I have my ring light on, so I hope the colors will be okay and showing up. Because I really like the daylight. You can see the colors better and yeah, but it's grey and gloomy. It's January, so we have to deal with that. Okay, Zoe is keeping me company. She's right underneath my phone, so if you see a tail or ears perking up, you know it's Zoe. What have I been working on? I have 2 finishes. Yes, I have. I've started a new project. I've started a big one. I've started a little one. And I've been working on my Gentle Rain cell. So let me show you that first. As I said, the cell, I'm doing the cell with sewmesarah here on YouTube and on Instagram. And we decided to sell this. It's a really gorgeous pattern. And I enjoy stitching it so much. I don't have a lot of progress because the leaves and the flowers in the tree, yeah, they take up a lot of work, but I love it. I love it. So I don't mind that it's taking a little bit longer. Look at this. Oh, let me move my needle minder. Oh, I'm clumsy today. Okay, this is how far I got. I finished the tree since last time I showed you. Oh, let me fold this. So, I've put in all the little leaves. They are made with 2 colors. And then I've started on the flowers. As you can see. Oh, sorry for my nails. I was too tired to do my nails yesterday. 4 colors on each flower, but I really love it. It's so sweet and small and delicate, and yeah, I love this. I really do. So I just keep on stitching until it's done. And I really like the process of stitching this, so I don't mind. That was my first one. Oh, sorry for the noise. Then I was working on the best office quotes by, did I mention the Gentle Rain is by the Blue Flower? But I think you already know, because who doesn't know the Blue Flower? Best the office quotes by Stitch Area on Etsy. This is what it looks like when it's done. I'm a long way from that, but I've managed to get some progress. I was working on this motif when I showed you the last time. So I finished this, I filled this in. This was a lot of work. It's a small motif, but really a lot of work. This tie is a little bit too close to this motif. 1 stitch too close, but I had to start this 3 times over, so I thought, well, it's okay. He won't notice, so. And I put in this motif, and I've started a little motif here. So maybe I can keep up with my plan to stitch 1 motif every week. We'll see, because I get easily distracted by new projects. So that means I have a new start. The first one I started yesterday. I was at Lucas Creative in Belgium, right across the border. And I was going there for 6 strands of floss that I was short for 1 project. And then I saw this, they had a sale, fabric dye sale. All the old colors were half price, so I thought, yay me, I'm going to buy some fabric dye. So I bought powder pink and camel beige and the rest of the colors I didn't like, or I have them already. So, and I dyed this little piece of fabric with a little camel beige and powder pink. This is a pattern by the Historische Stickmuster, and I'm making this for Valentine. It will be a little Valentine pillow. I got this pattern in one of my orders from Historische Stickmuster. I ordered some silk last year. I'll flash the very shortly. So, oh, am I allowed to do that? Or maybe I'll cut it out. I'm not sure. But so I've started this yesterday afternoon, and I've almost finished this. So I will be making a pillow out of this on Sunday. Sunday is my FFO week for the last few weeks. Oh, my needle. And then I had a new start. Oh, gaan ze even eraf. I'm sorry, Zoe is on top of my project bag. Kom eens op je. Okay. Last week I was too tired to stitch, and I really wanted to do something stitchy related. So I've started to put all my floss my husband gave me, but there were 6 colors missing. So I bought them on Saturday, and I was working on this last Thursday and Friday to get all the floss on the tags. But look at the colors. It's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. It's making me happy looking at this. And I don't even have to use it. It makes me so happy. All the colors, all the floss. I have this on the cupboard downstairs in the living room. And each day I have to touch this and go through the colors. As my husband says, I'm a happy guppy. Well, this floss is for this pattern. It's called Fairy with the Butterfly Mask by Jasmine Beckett Griffith and Charlotte by Haight. I only have this color in my project bag because I'm working on the background, but I'm almost at the fun part. So it's not that very big. It's going to be this size. I was really mindful about the margin. So I have 7 centimeters on all sides, and this is how big it's going to be. So that's not that bad for a Haight, I think. And this is what I have so far. And this is really easy stitching. I'm now filling in this block because I had the pattern, I had the floss, and I had 18 count Aida in my stash. But I really wanted to stitch it on easy grid. But I have to wait before I can get some. In Roermond, I was supposed to go with Tony, but Tony got sick. And the lady from the store is on holiday, so we have to wait. And I thought, well, I was messaging with my friend Mariska, and I asked her, what should I do? Shall I wait for the easy grid or shall I just start it? But I made my decision, and I thought I started on non-easy grid, and if it's too hard, I'll frog it and order or get in the store some easy grid. But so far I think I'll manage, so I'll keep on going. And in this block I'm going to get some color. So I can't wait, and it's a very easy stitch. So when I don't feel like fussing with color changes, I'll pick this up, and I'm working on this one. Especially when I'm watching TV, it's very easy to stitch on. So I'm so excited. It's such a beautiful pattern. Those were the whips I've been working on. The colors I'm using for this one. They are Silkies 521, and 1034. So it makes me dizzy when I look around me with my reading glasses. So these are the colors. So I think I'll finish this today and FFOing it on Sunday. Then I have two FFOs. This one is called Spring in My Heart by Barbara Anna. It's from one of the PNPS magazine's spring, I think it's a spring issue, or I'm not sure. And I don't know which year, but if you want to know, ask me and I'll look it up. Ask me down below. I changed the colors. This was blue. Everything that's lime green, that was blue in the pattern. But as I'm putting this in a tray, in a tier tray with other pillows, I wanted to colors to match from the different pillows. So I finished this with a pale pink cotton fabric, and I put on a little ribbon with a heart. So when Valentine is over, well, it can be in the tray for spring as well, but I'm putting it up my wall. So yeah, I really love it. And it was a very fun stitch. I really loved stitching this. This is my first Barbara Anna finish. I have another whip by Barbara Anna, but this one is my first finish. So I really like it. Oh, I filled this with fiberfill, but can you see it's not really round here? There's a little bump, but yeah, this is the best I could do. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Then I made this one. Be Mine. It's by, oh, it's by who? I'm not sure. Excuse me. I have to look it up. Be Mine. No, I'll put it in the screen or down somewhere. This is one of the PNPS magazine patterns as well. And this one I stitched on a 32 count linen by XQ Design called Nougat, and I light nougat. And I finished this with Lady Dot Creates mustard color fabric, and I filled this with crushed walnut shells. This was my first time using that stuff, and I just want to ask if anyone has any experience with crushed walnut fillings. Do you fill the corners with fiber fill first? Because I didn't, and because it's standing in my tray, the corners are not filled, they're empty. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, or do you fill this with fiber fill first? Please let me know. I don't know. Well, this one was stitched on a 32 count linen, and it took it out of Owl Forest embroidery box I had of a kit. I have the Cajun cat, Bayun cat, I don't know. I have the cat, I'll insert a picture here. And I took the fabric out of the kit because I was planning on using another fabric. So I used the fabric for this one. And I think when I have them in the tray, all three of them, I think it really looks nice. All different, but the colors are matching. And yeah, I was planning on, for this lime green, I wanted to use this green because it looked very fresh on this light nougat fabric. But when I stitched with it on this light, it has a bit of yellow in it, this fabric, and it was too dark. I didn't like it, so I wanted a fresh and springy green color. So yeah, I think that worked out. Okay, those were my whips and my finishes. Then I have a little bit of haul. I've been very good. I'm glad 1 month is over and I have 2 more to go. 3 months of not buying patterns. Well, I can tell you it was a struggle. It sounds ridiculous, but it really was. I was watching Cindy Love and Stitch, and she had a pattern by Jacob, Let Love Rule, and I thought, oh, I like that one for Valentine. So I went over to the site and I want to put it in my cart, and I thought, oh no, I can't buy patterns. So, okay, I closed my laptop and, well, watched Cindy on my tablet. But, yeah, then I saw Brenda and Laura the day before yesterday, and they had this, Laura showed this beautiful pattern. It's called Amy's Birds. Did I write it down? Well, I'll insert a picture here. I really love the vintage bird patterns. I also bought a few months ago, I saw that Maximum Power Hour cross stitch. She stitched this beautiful bird, and I bought that pattern. I have it all kitted up, but yeah, I haven't started it yet. And I really want this one as well. And Michelle, Mama Loves You GB, she's working on, I don't know, do you call it a reproduction? She bought this silk piece of fabric with a bird stitched on, and she's charting it. And when she's finished and she's selling them, or she's selling the pattern, I really want to buy that as well. So I have 3 vintage birds and I want to hang them together. Anyway, I digress. Haul. I was at IKEA last Saturday. The lockdown was over and I had this grocery list for IKEA. So my husband said, oh, let's go to IKEA. Well, he had to go to the gym first, so I had to wait. And before we were at IKEA's, it was 1:30 in the afternoon and it was so busy. Do yourself a favor, don't go to IKEA on a Saturday. I hated it. But I had my grocery list and I bought some fabric. I think it's curtain fabric, but I don't care. I can use it for finishing pillows. You can take out this piece, or you can, I like that, all different kinds of stripes. On this side there are yellow stripes, green stripes. Yeah, I really love this. So I bought a piece of this, a little piece, 30 centimeters. Then I bought this color. I think it was really gorgeous because I have a lot of bright colored fabrics. But when I was finishing these pillows, I came to the conclusion I don't have a lot of muted, softer colors. So I bought this one as well, a grayish blue. I really like that. And then I ordered from Tamas, Nicholas Flamel Designs on Etsy. He has this great colored fabrics. And first I saw Romeo, this color. And I thought, oh, that's a nice one. A bit of a neutral fabric. And then I saw, well, I'll show you Romeo first. It's not showing up. The lighting is not, no, the lighting is not okay. But I hope you can see this. Let me fold it. Oh, I'm fussing. I'm sorry. I think that's better. And usually I don't like very dark brownie, but it's not really brown. It's, I don't know. It looks almost like a hint of purple. But I like it, so I bought this one. And I saw, well, I love purple. And this is called Warm Purple. And it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. I think I'm going to stitch that the vintage bird I told you about. I can't remember the name of the pattern. Well, I'll insert that here. I'm going to stitch that on Romeo. And this one, I don't have a pattern for it yet, or a project in mind, but just to have in stash. Excuse me. It's gorgeous. So those were the things I bought. Sorry. And then my mom sent me a message with a picture and she said, I have this lying around. Can you use this for something? Oh, yes, I can. It's a little box with felt balls, flowers. So I hope you, yeah, that's it. I can use it for finishing on. It always comes in handy. So yeah, that's my haul. Really, not buying patterns, yeah, gives me a little haul section in my Flosstube. But yeah, I have a list made on a Dutch site called Breibrink, and they have a lot of stitchy stuff these days. So I have a wish list, and when it's the 1st of April, I can dive into my wish list. But it's good for me not to buy any patterns, because I always, oh, that's nice, and I click on the link and I buy it, and then it goes on my laptop, and I have this, how do you call it? It's called Stack, and you can save everything in the cloud. And there are a lot of patterns, but when you don't have them on paper, you tend to forget about them. So I have a little basket over there with some patterns I didn't get up yet, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't mean to whine. Okay, let me see. That's what I've been working on. Fairy butterfly I showed you. Okay. Oh, I don't know the name of this pattern, so I call it Heart by Historische Stickmuster. Okay, that's it. What have I been reading? Well, I finished my book I was reading last time. I will insert a picture here. It's called Perfect Prey by Helen Fields. Oh yes, I missed some 5 or 6 minutes from my last video. When I was done filming, I saved it and I had 46 minutes. And when I went to edit it, it stopped at 41 minutes and a few seconds. And I don't know what happened. So as you could tell, I've put in a little video, but I had only 15 or 12% left on my phone, so I had to do it quick. But I forgot to tell you, Perfect Prey, it's, yeah, it, how do I call it? It's very gruesome, I think is the right word. If you don't like that kind of stuff, I wouldn't read that. There are murders in it, and they are quite detailed. So yeah, I don't mind, but if you don't like that, no, or skip the part. There was a part in that involved, yeah, no, something with animals, and I skipped that part. I just went to the next chapter because it was too. It was about the murderer's father and what he did when the murderer was a young boy. So, no. Well, okay. Let me tell you about the book. There are in Edinburgh, there are 4 people killed, and it looks like the murders are not connected. So they don't have a clue about why or who, what, where. They don't know. And then it turns out there's not one murderer, but 2 murderers. Do I give it away now? I don't think it's that bad. Well, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Let me take a sip. It seems like they are not connected, but they are after all. As I said, some gruesome murders, but it's a book you want to go to bed for early. If that's a good sentence. At least I go to bed early when I have a good book. So that was, oh, I'm sorry. That was one of the books I really, I really liked it, and I finished it quite quickly. Then I filled in my, I think it's similar to Goodreads. We have Hebon. I'll put the link in here. And I think it's similar to that. You can create an account. There is a reading challenge. And I set the challenge for 25 books this year. Last year I set it at 20 books. And I've been reading a bit more. So I thought, well, I'll do 25 books this year. So I had finished 2 this year. Nala's World, Perfect Prey, and now I'm reading this one. It's by Linwood Barclay. It's called Dicht bij Huis. And in English, it's called Too Close to Home. And I really like this one as well. It's also a book where I go to bed early for this book. So I can read longer. It's about a boy. And his best friend lives next door. And the family of his friend are going on a holiday. And they have a space in the house where you can hide. So he goes over to the neighbors and saying goodbye before they go on holiday. And then he pretends to leave the house, but he doesn't. And he hides out in that place. And when everyone has gone, he thinks he has a week, the place for him for a week with his girlfriend. So when he's texting his girlfriend, the family is coming back because the mom is ill, and they come back and he is in the house, and he's very wound up, I think you call it, because he's afraid he's getting discovered. So and then he hears a car driving up, and they all 3 get murdered, and he's in the house hiding. And it goes from there. I'm not sure, I'm not that far. So I have 5 chapters done, and I don't have a clue where it's going, so we'll see. But I really like it, so I'll continue reading this. I have 3 other books on my nightstand that I want to read next. So yeah, I think I'm going to read on Sunday. I'm going to finish and read so I can get a move on with my books. Okay, what have I been watching? Well, as I told you last time, we have been watching the Marvel movies. I really like them. But then it's all in order on Disney Plus. And then we got to Loki. And I thought it was a movie, but it's a series of 9 episodes. And I don't like it. I watched them all 9 because I want to know, because Loki is coming back, I think. There will be a 2nd season, but I'm not going to watch that because I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So we'll move on. But then I've been watching Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Temple of Doom. I love Indiana Jones just as much as I love 48 Hours, Lethal Weapon, all those 80 movies. I grew up in the 80s, so what can I say? I love those movies from the 80s and the 90s. And I've been watching, this was a tip from Debbie, Creatively Yours. She was watching Manifest on Netflix. Yes, go watch it. I love it. But I'm a little scared. I'm at season 2 now. There are 2 seasons, I think, on Netflix. But I'm a little scared it's going to end up like Lost. I started Lost because everybody said, oh, it's a great show and you have to watch it. So I started watching it and I really loved it. But there are a lot of seasons, and at the end of the last season, it was a crappy end. So I'm a little bit worried that Manifest will end in a really strange way as well. But we'll see. For now, I'm liking it. And then we've been watching every night on a Dutch channel at 5:30. There is Droomhuis op het Platteland, or in Dutch. Escape to the Country. It's a BBC series show about people who want to move to the country in England. And wow, I like it. I really love England. Friends of ours lived in Basingstoke. They moved back to the Netherlands. Who does that? I wouldn't, but he could. He works for this company, our friend, and they have a company in England and in the Netherlands as well. So years ago they moved to England because he could work at the same company there. But now he got a better job at the same company in the Netherlands. And it was right before Brexit, so they decided to that they would come back to the Netherlands. Oh, talking is hard again. So we went up to see them once a year, I think. And when we got off the boat, because I don't want to go with the train by train underneath the water, my vacation starts when I'm on the boat. So, and then you get to Dover and you drive off the boat, and it really feels like coming home. I love England, I really do. So this is the TV show for me, Escape to the Country. So I've been planning, we have been planning a vacation, a trip from England to Scotland and then through Ireland or Wales back home. But then COVID happened and we couldn't go. So in 2019, we went on a trip in England. We went from Kent to Yorkshire, Hereford, Cornwall, and back home. And it was great. I really feel at home in England. I love the villages. I love the houses. I'm sorry. I love it. So, hence, Escape to the Country. Yeah, I really enjoy it. So I tape it every night, and so I can fast forward through the commercials because I hate the commercials. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I really do. It's a short one today. Well, kind of short. That's it. That's it what I have to today. My plans, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do know. Remember I made this one for my aunt, the Rooster Alphabet Sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. I stitched it for my aunt, and to commemorate or in memory of my godfather. My uncle was my godfather. And my mom really liked it, so I'm stitching one for my mom as well. But I left it downstairs. It's on, I stitched, oh my God, 1, 2, 3. I stitched the one for my aunt on Vintage Country Mocha with a Bordeaux-y dark red sulky. And for my mom, I bought a Vintage White with the modeling. And I think it's the Gentle Art, but I'll show you next time. I think I will have a start next time on that piece. So, and then I will put in my dad's name and his date of the year he was born in and the year he passed away. So, well, that's it. I think I forgot to show you last time. I told you about a Wilbur I wanted to stitch. So, hold please. I will get my little basket of petals because I have him all kitted up. I think he was in here. Or did I put him in a project bag? I'm not sure. I think I put him in a project bag. Well, I'll show you a picture here. Wilbur. He's on my list to stitch. He's so cute. But I don't have picked out any fabric for it. So I will do that this week. And I will stitch what I want, when I want. We'll see what happens. If I'm too tired, I'm always looking for something else to do, stitchy related. So picking out fabrics, putting floss on tags. So yeah, but now I'm rambling. I'm going to finish now. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, please like this video, subscribe, all the things, and I'll see you next time. Bye!